everyone. Welcome to Straight Jacket Talk, where it's two guys, a girl, and a horror show. My name is Kevin, and I'm joined by a guy who is sin incarnate. It's Nathan.
Yeah, that's me, sin incarnate.
Yep.
Always with the sinning.
Lots of sinning.
Lots of sinning and incarnate. You know.
That's the important part.
Yeah.
I'm also joined by a girl who is still stuck in Silent Hill. It's Gill.
I'm still there. I'm a ghost in this dimension.
But you're communicating with us, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty
Is
crazy.
Everything blue?
It might be. Might be purple.
A little ashy.
Definitely need some moisturizer.
Well,
Moisturize me.
Moisturize me.
This one's taking a turn quick.
The Doctor Who quote. I'm sorry.
I thought it was a Silent Hill porno quote. There is a lot of porn for this movie.
Is there
I wouldn't know
actually?
that. Yeah.
It's the nurses, right? And
Yeah.
and Pyramid Head.
Yep.
yeah, that makes some sense.
It's pretty cool stuff. It's artistic. I
The
recommend
porn, you
it.
mean?
It's porn. Hey, pornography could be artistic, right?
It depends.
Yeah, I mean, Lars Van Trier thinks so anyway.
Who's Lars Van Trier?
He directed Nymphomaniac.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you ever want to see Mia Goth getting fucked up the ass, just watch that movie.
Write that down.
Writing it down.
Right.
Sorry, this episode needs a break.
Cold shower.
Right.
Hose me down. Well, we watched Silent Hill from 2006. It was written by Roger Avery, and it was directed by Christopher Gans. It's based on the Silent Hill video game series. This movie had a budget of $50 million. Do you know how much it made at the box office? Nathan, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking it did poorly because I didn't really know this movie existed until I made the intro to Straight Jacket Talk, which includes a clip from this movie. So I'm going to say 40 million.
Okay, I'm shocked, first of all, that you never knew of Silent Hill until
I knew
recently?
of Silent Hill, the video game,
But not the movie? Oh
not
my
the
God.
movie. No.
That's crazy.
Oh,
I don't know, 125 million.
You're both off a little bit, but I believe Gill would be the closest. It made $100.6 million at the box office. So
all right.
it did pretty well. And I wonder if a lot of that has to do with it being based on the video game.
Yeah, the video game was pretty big back in 2006. A lot of people, although I've never played them, but they were pretty popular, those games. So
It's funny because I'm like the opposite, where I heard of the movie but never heard of the video game.
oh, all right.
Yeah.
Has
I'm not
anybody
a
here
gamer.
played the video game?
No.
Okay, so none of us have played the video game. So as an
No.
adaptation, we have no idea.
That's probably better. Maybe.
We're
I don't
coming
know.
to this with a fresh perspective.
right.
Currently on Rotten Tomatoes, Silent Hill has a 33% critic score and a 63% audience score. So those are kind of on opposite ends of the spectrum there. But what did we think of this movie? Before we go any further, if you could please hit the like and subscribe buttons and also hit the notification bell, because when we have a new video, you'll be the first to know. Isn't that right, Nathan?
Yes, it's a privilege.
Well, this was Jill's pick for an episode. So Jill, why did you choose Silent Hill for us to review?
So honestly, this has always been probably, I don't know, one of the movies I remember the most and associate the most with horror movies I watched in high school. So like the early 2000s. I have fond memories of it. And also it came out during a time when Resident Evil was also a popular game and movie. So I feel like this was just like a different era in horror movies and also like horror video games. And then getting the delight to like be able to see a good movie or a decent movie based off of like this game. And I don't know, I also really like early 2000s horror. That's probably one of my favorite kind of subgenres. And I think that's because I grew up with it. Like that's when I was watching horror movies for like the first time in my life. Also because whenever it's my pick, I try to do like a theme with my pick on It's Lay's podcast, because I usually have them like lined up when it's my pick. And so for It's Lays, I chose also 2006, The Hills Have Eyes. For a similar reason, I thought it was like a prominent movie of the time. And it's crazy that they both came out in the same year. Like, there's so many like good horror movies that came out in that year. Yeah, I decided to do Silent Hill because I've always wanted to cover it, but It Slays also already did an episode on it. And I'm honestly really curious how you guys remember it, if you watched it back then, or how you like it now. I really want to play the games now that I've rewatched the movie. And yeah, I'm just excited to talk about it.
I saw this movie like when it first came out. I remember distinctly seeing this. I remember kind of liking it at the time, thinking it was creepy. A lot of the visuals of the movie are pretty iconic. Like, you see them in a lot of different pop culture things throughout the years. I look at the early 2000s a little bit differently than you do, which is kind of cool. Like, I like a lot of the early 2000s stuff I wasn't a huge fan of, like horror wise.
Yeah, but we were kind of snooty in that way back in like high school. You know
You're
what I'm
also
saying?
older, so you had more of a brain.
Well, I mean, I was born in the wrong generation back when I was in high school, and I tended not to like new things that came out back then. Doesn't apply to this movie because I didn't see it when it came out, but
Yeah, no, I think that's valid. It's like, at least for me, like music too, movies. Like, I liked everything a little bit before my time. And it's funny too, because even like Scream I appreciated when it came out, but like even some of the like late 90s horror movies that were really more in my time, I still wasn't like gung-ho about, because I was like, fuck this new stuff. Like, I like the older 80s stuff and
anything
things like
past
that.
86, no good.
Right. Right. In saying that though, like, now I am appreciating early 2000s stuff more and more. I think it's funny when you look at this movie, at least to me, it has a distinct style. And it's not just the movie itself. It's like that early 2000s style. And I don't know how to describe it. It's
gritty,
clear.
I think.
Yeah, like a lot of those movies have that same feel. And now, like, I think you can appreciate it where you're like, wow, like this kind of puts me back into that time frame. I will say one thing about Silent Hill is I think it was a little ahead of its time in what they were trying to do, because I think if this came out more recently with stuff, they could maybe go to like places that were a little darker and more macabre that they were trying to get to with the
Got pretty dark there, but I mean, in that flashback especially was
we're
super
going to talk about
dark.
the rape right away.
You know what can happen to little girls when they're left alone.
No, not right away. No, I'm just mentioning that it got super dark. That's all. We don't have to talk about it right away.
Get us dinner first.
Yeah, that's not specifically what I was talking about. I was just like more like some of the like scenes with the binding and like the different creatures and things like that. I think you could have went a little bit more on. But I think for me, this was a fun watch because I hadn't seen it in so long. I will say I like a lot of this movie. There's also a lot of this movie I didn't really like at all either. So I'm like 50-50 on this. And I'm hoping maybe like hearing both of your opinions, I could kind of sway one way or the other. Nathan, what's your thoughts on Silent Hill? This is your first watch of Silent Hill?
This is my first watch of Silent Hill, yes.
Awesome.
There's a lot to love about this movie. I love how Silent Hill feels. I love that there is a fire underground and that's why it's raining ash, which, by the way, from what I understand, that's based on a real town in Pennsylvania where a coal fire happened and it burned and started burning in 1962 and it's still burning.
Centralia.
Really?
Centralia. Yeah, that's what I love the creature design. I like that the story goes on a lot of twists and turns, but I do have some issues with this one. I think the acting is basically terrible. Like, I especially do not like the little girl when she's playing Sharon.
Honey, you awake?
Long drive.
When she's playing Alessa, she's actually rather good. I think she works really well in creep mode. But when she's being a nice little girl, I think like I
must
just
go punch that baby.
yeah. I think a lot of the dialogue is pretty bad, and I think it's a half an hour to 40 minutes too long. Some of the special effects aren't great, but I'll give it a pass because 20-year-old technology. So, I mean, like I said, there's a lot to like about this movie. I do like the movie. I just, there's some stuff in there that made it hard for me to love it. And I don't love it.
Do you think that this movie is hindered by it being based on a video game? Like, do you think they could have had the ability to maybe tell a more like original story of what they wanted to? Or do you think that they maybe should have stuck to the video game premise more? Because I heard the video game is really a more simple story.
This movie is sort of structured like a video game. I feel like that contributes to its pacing problems. It's like a cutscene conversation followed by an exploration section, followed by an enemy encounter. And it's like, that is a survival horror video game. I haven't played the Silent Hill games, but like that's Resident Evil. I've played plenty of Resident Evil. I understand that they went really far from the story of the original game. From what I have looked up, apparently the protagonist of the original game is the husband there. Chris in the movie, Harry or something like that.
Harry is his name in the game. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if one hindered the other. I do think that the structure of the story it's a structure to me that's better left to a video game in a lot of ways. And I don't know if they were trying to follow that structure, but they sort of ended up doing so.
I feel like it can go either way. I agree with what you said. I don't know. I also kind of liked that it was structured like a survival horror video game because I also like those. And it makes it kind of familiar. And I also like the other elements of it being kind of like a video game, like the map scene where she's like memorizing the map.
Look at this map. Memorize it. Your memory may save your life.
Right.
Yes.
You would totally have to do that in a survival horror game, right? Like I do that all the time. And it gave me anxiety watching it because I like know how it feels to be like, okay, if I don't remember this, like I'm going to die. I'm screwed.
Oh man.
So I thought that was cool. But for the story itself, I've never played the games. I really want to play them now. But I think they also took like certain monsters, like Pyramid Head is from the second game, I believe. So it doesn't really have much to do with the actual story. They just like came up with this like thread that Pyramid Head was created by like Dark Alessa to protect her, when he's supposed to be created in another game by a different character for a different reason. Bits and bobs like that are a little off, but I feel like they made it work good enough for the story they were going with. Because one of the things I really did like about the story were how like some of the monsters, like the janitor guy who like raped her, he's that monster that has his mouth open with the key in it or whatever.
Right.
And I like that there's retribution and revenge on these monsters, and they're like a symbol of how they wronged her. So I really love the threads of like vengeance and all that kind of stuff going on. But then you get to something like Pyramid Head, and it's like, okay, he's really cool, and I feel like he is crucial to the series being as big as it is. Like he's one of the horror characters like everybody knows, even if you haven't seen the movie, right?
Or played the games. Yeah.
Or played the games.
Yeah. When you said you were choosing this, I was like, is Pyramid Head in there? I've never seen the movie or played the games. So yeah.
I think he's crucial to it. I don't know. I think it works for what they're going for. What did you think, Kevin?
I think for me, what I wonder, right, is if this movie, it's too big a scope sometimes. I was just wondering if they were trying to accomplish too much in this movie, trying to appease the video game itself, trying to kind of create your own original story off of it, trying to include characters, like you said, from the video game, maybe making new characters and things like that. And then trying to tell a story that to me was convoluted at times. Like, I wish it was just a simpler story, because you have a lot of settings within Silent Hill. You have a lot of characters within Silent Hill. Like, I think it would have, for me, served the movie better if it was just a simpler story to go with it.
I have to disagree. But what were you going to say, Nathan?
I was just going to say, I did feel like it was a little too complicated on my first watch, but on my second watch, I felt like, okay, now that I know where this is going, I can sort of piece together all the stuff I didn't understand the first time I watched it. And that's something I really like about it, to be honest with you. But what were you going to say, Jill?
Exactly that. Like, I can see what you mean, Kevin. Like, there is a lot going on. There's many different layers, like literal dimensions. And then you have Alessa, and then you have like Demon Alessa, and then you have Sharon. So there's like layers to a person as well. And there's just like so much going on. But that's what kind of makes it like stand out to me, is the fact that I watched this like almost 20 years ago when it came out, and it really stuck with me. And I can still remember like the main parts of the movie from when I watched it back then. But rewatching it, I'm like still discovering more layers and like, you know, like deeper themes. Like I never realized like the janitor character and like, you know, the revenge and everything, like when I watched this when I was in high school. So like seeing it now, I'm like, okay, this is actually deeper than I remember it being.
Yeah, actually, the janitor character was one of those things I picked up on in my second watch. Like my first watch was 4 days ago. My second watch was today. I was like, why are they focusing in on the Colin name tag in this flashback or whatever? And then I go and watch it today and I go, oh, it's because the guy who was ripped up by the barbed wire in the bathroom, his name was Colin. And this whole thing is about that incident in the bathroom. He was murdered in the same place where he raped Alessa.
One thing about that as well. So the guy who plays Pyramid Head, Roberto Campanella, he plays Pyramid Head. He plays the janitor, Colin. He's like a dancer.
Plays both.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know that. Okay.
A while ago, I watched a YouTube video about the special effects of this movie, and it's really interesting. So the guy who plays both those characters is a dancer. He's a choreographer. And you can really tell. So he actually, I think, choreographed the nurses.
What I tried to do with the nurses was to be as close as I could be with the movement in the video game. I got into the studio, I knew exactly what I wanted.
In this movie. And, you know, he did all the stuff with Pyramid Head and Colin when he's like crawling on the floor. Those legs on his like head are prosthetics, and he's like crawling around with like green pants on and stuff.
Oh, man.
And just the way that
the green
he
screen
moves.
I get you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's really an asset to the movie that he knows how to move and he's instructing all these people how to move, because it really makes a difference. Like the nurses are one of the things you're going to remember about this movie.
Yeah.
They're so creepy. And I think that's, you know, part of his work, and just the way that he moves, Colin, the way that he moves.
Right.
Pyramid Head is amazing. And he's actually in a lot of other movies choreographing stuff. I think he did It Chapter 2 in 2017. I think he choreographed like clowns in there, and really cool. I love that work.
And to me, that's one of my like favorite parts of this movie are the monster scenes themselves. I think they're really done well. Creepy.
Those nurses are terrifying. Yeah.
And sexy.
And hot.
Now, that's what's terrifying about it, though. It's, you know, it makes it scarier that they all have nice tits. I don't know why. It just does.
It does.
You know.
Love them.
Yeah. I get it. But also...
You know why? It's like what I always talk about, like nudity in horror and being like kind of perfect relationship. That's why it's like, you know, sexuality, horror, like combining and just like.
It's just exciting. Like it's two different ends of excitement.
It's like the dopamine's just like.
When I was in university, on Halloween night, I went to like my school's bar and we had a costume contest. I remember one girl was dressed up as a nurse from Silent Hill, and she like got on stage and like did all the movements because it was like a contest. Like you had to like play your character. I think she won. She was really good. Like the costume was amazing.
And those movements aren't easy to do either. I guarantee it. Like I guarantee it. I can't do it.
Same.
You know,
you need Roberto to help you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, like
Although,
you said,
was he also choreographing the regular people? Because I had some issues with the way the regular people moved in this movie.
I don't think so.
just the
Because-
monsters.
I think
The
there was
monsters
actually,
were great, but
They were.
Yeah.
There was a day where he wasn't on set, and it was for one of the scenes because they were trying to save money. So I'm sure he wasn't there like all the time doing like all that stuff.
Right.
But they actually had to like refilm it or something
Right.
because it was not going well.
All I'm saying is that every time that cop does anything, it's like she's starting to pose for an Instagram picture.
Okay,
Cops don't move like that. Anyway,
What
that is
was
Laurie Holden, who plays Andrea in The Walking Dead.
oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say she looked familiar. She looked familiar.
That's why.
I was wondering though, like if some of her movements were like video game based too, because of how she was moving.
Okay, I'm not crazy. You noticed it too.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
For sure.
okay.
So
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Every time that she did anything that involved movement, she was like sexing it up to like aim her gun and be. You know what I'm saying? Like.
this, you know what though? This brings me to a big question because you had brought it up, Nathan, about the acting not being really good. And I agree with you. I think Rose, oh my God, like some of her lines were just, whoa.
Do not believe her lies. I come from a world outside this place. I come from a world full of life.
But here's my thing. Was she delivering the lines that way on purpose to be like video game format? Because like Gill said, some of the things that they did in this were very video game specific. So if you have those scenes, you got to have the acting and the posing to go along with it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I get what you're saying. And acting in video games back then was not what it is now, where you have like actual A-listers playing characters in video games now.
Right.
Like the first Resident Evil actually had actual actors, like videos of actual actors for the cutscenes.
Yeah.
And it was dog shit. It was so bad.
Hey, come here.
You know, this is Oscar award winning stuff compared to those scenes. But
Oh man.
now I've condemned myself to having to find those scenes. I'm sure they're on YouTube. So, I mean, I guess it's possible you're right that they're sort of doing that on purpose. If that's the case, I don't like the decision.
The writer, Roger Avery, is a Canadian. So also whenever I see, this is awful. This might say more about me than anything else, but every time I see like Canadian media, I know it's Canadian media because like the quality is like a little bit lower, like you can tell. And I think a lot of this was done in Canada. But it's also why I like it.
It's not true of Cronenberg stuff, though. But go on.
That's true. He's a different beast.
Yeah.
That's the Cronenberg beast. But so Roger Avery, he's Canadian, and he worked on the script for Pulp Fiction. It's funny
did
because
he
we just
really?
did From Dusk Till Dawn. So
Wow.
Okay.
Very cool.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking when I was watching these scenes because like you said, like when the monsters are on screen, that's like, I mean, all that stuff looks really good. It's scary. It reminds me too of a lot of the band Tool, like their videos and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that for sure.
With some of the monsters and like how they move is just very jarring and it's inhuman.
Like the video for Prison Sex or Schism.
Schism,
maybe?
yeah, that's what I was thinking of specifically.
Oh, or the one for Anima. It actually that's the Anima area of Tool videos is all the blue people.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
Now that I think about it,
I love all that stuff and it's creepy, and I mean it's perfect for this atmosphere, and this is what I want to get into because this atmosphere is amazing. My favorite scene is when she wakes up in her car and it's ashing. I mean, this is an iconic scene.
That's awesome.
But
Yeah.
it looks so cool. And the sign is there, the Welcome to Silent Hill sign.
Yeah.
Gets you in the mood.
Oh, yeah.
This is Chef's
I totally
Kiss.
agree with that. Yeah. It's perfect. There's not much else to say about it. It was really well done. I loved that. I love the way this whole city looks. Barring some of the special effects, everything about the way it looks is incredible. Yeah.
There's something about a deserted town that's just so eerie, is it not? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this,
knowing
like,
that there's a
covered in
coal
ash.
fire underground.
That's creepy as hell.
That's scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really love the scenes too where Rose is investigating like some of these buildings and like shining a light and just seeing like images and things like that. It's just creepy. Very creepy.
And video game-esque.
Yes.
Exploring, right?
Yeah. You find the flashlight after you find the key and then, you know,
The clues together.
And actually, Pyramid himself has either of you played Resident Evil 2? No. There's a character in Resident Evil 2 that just, you cannot kill, but he follows you around and you have to run away from him.
Fuck
And he follows you around basically the entire game. And Pyramid Head reminded me of that. Like, you can't kill this. Do not fight. You have to run away.
Yeah.
And you also have to get stuff done while you're running away from Mr. X in Resident Evil 2.
They kind of, I don't want to say ruin Pyramid Head in the second movie, the sequel to this, because he's not really a bad guy anymore.
What?
Because I don't want to spoil it, but but yeah, he becomes like a good guy. So he's like, but he's still sexy. So like, I don't know. I love him. I love the nurses. It gives me bi panic for real.
I do know that the second one has like an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I actually fucking love the second one. There's something wrong with me. I know. I'm like, nobody likes that movie at all, but me.
That's all right.
No, listen, you like what you like. Got to stand
I like
up
Pyramid
for it.
Head.
Yeah.
That's right.
I
was
can
gonna
understand
say
that.
he seems your type.
Sexy, man. He's got like veiny hands. I want him to impale me on his big sword.
Yeah, I was going to say that giant sword does it for you. You know.
Yes. He's shirtless. He's strong. I want him to drag me and like do whatever. And he doesn't have a face. That's like even better. I love monster fucking.
Still need to see The Shape of Water though.
Yes, I do. Oh, also, Roberto, he choreographed that movie as well.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Very
cool.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That should make you want to watch it even more now.
Yeah, he's got a type too.
I thought like some of these scenes where Rose is going around to the buildings were really cool. I think though this comes down to a little like the pacing issue that I had similarly with Nathan here.
Yeah.
There's just too much of this for like I don't mind a little bit of it, but it seemed to go on pretty long.
It's an hour and 15 minutes before you figure out what this movie is actually about.
That's true.
A lot of that stuff is good and interesting, but at some point it's like, I feel like we're not actually moving the story forward anymore.
Yeah.
It works in a video game. Again, we keep going back to the video game thing. Because like you're interacting and you're playing and like you're exploring, you're doing this. Whereas it's different. This is more like watching somebody else play a video game where they find the key, then they find the flashlight, and that gives them access to the other door and blah, 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 you know. And then Pyramid Head shows up.
Today's generation might like that though, because they're really into watching people stream video games.
Yeah.
But they're going to have their phone open while they watch Silent Hill. So it'll be just like streaming. You're doing something else.
It's funny you mentioned that because they took this same concept and put it to a newer horror movie in a violent nature, which has a lot of that same vibes too of like watching a video game play out, following the killer
exactly as boring as your average video game streamer, if you ask me. But anyway.
Shit.
Oh, shots fired. Oh God, YouTube's coming for us.
I know.
That's all right. I think this movie, one of the good things too is it felt a little ahead of its time with the two female protagonists here leading the charge because
Hell yeah.
not many movies overall, not even just horror movies, had two female protagonists kind of. I know Sybil was kind of the side character, but they both were in it for a while, kind of going through things. How did you like both of them?
Sybil was such an important character, and I kind of love their dynamic because Rose in the very beginning has like a very ACAB like perspective. Like she doesn't give this cop a chance, right? Like
No.
She sees her and she like just gets in her car and goes away. And then she like does illegal shit in front of the cop, which is like a terrible idea. And then she also says something like, fuck you, you stupid cop, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck you, you stupid cop.
That was a
That's
good line.
great.
I liked that. Yeah.
But they end up just like doing the thing together. And Sybil, I love Sybil because first of all, she saved a boy like earlier. They talk about from like a mine shaft. And then she's also helping Rose and like sacrifices herself so that Rose can go down the elevator. And then also like tries to save her kid. And then like actually sacrifices herself in like a pretty gruesome but like pretty badass death, you know, like the witch thing being like slowly lowered onto a pyre and you see her skin melting and shit.
Yeah, that was rough.
She's such a good heroine though. I loved her and she looked hot and she had like the short blonde hair. And that was just like so of the era, I feel like also.
She was really hot. Just putting this out there. Why did she pull the fucking trigger in that situation at the elevator?
Oh yeah.
Why did she do that? She had them believing that she had bullets and then just decided to, I don't have bullets. I'm just going to let you know and let you.
What would she have done though? Anyways,
Furthermore, why didn't she get in the elevator?
Yeah, she could have gotten in the elevator. There was nothing stopping her from getting in the elevator.
They weren't going to chase her.
No,
Okay, you're
they
right.
were afraid of down there. I'm sorry. Anyway.
I agree with you.
I don't want to make too big a deal out of it, but it was bad storytelling.
Oh, okay.
I was upset too because I cared about Sybil, like, you know, because they were really coming together here. And then it was like, no, go save your kid. I'm like, no, what are you doing? No, you
can
dummy.
also get in there. There's nothing stopping you from getting in the elevator. You got a gun at them.
I didn't want to lose Sybil.
Yeah, I liked Sybil a lot. Rose, on the other hand, I thought was dumb as a box of rocks.
The verdict is guilty on all 10 counts of first-degree stupidity.
That's valid.
I don't like Rose.
I didn't really like Rose either.
She's not smart.
I like Sybil better than Rose.
Oh, yeah, 100% Sybil. Way better than Rose. First of all, if your kid is going through some mental health crisis and she keeps saying, Silent Hill! Silent Hill! My first reaction is not to take that child to Silent Hill because she's having a mental health crisis, not a Silent Hill crisis. And then, like, the town's on fire. Like, why are you taking your kid to a town that's on fire? This seems stupid and dangerous. You say you love your kid and you're trying to help her, but like you took her to a town that's on fire. And then the whole thing where you're like, Rose is like kind of ACAB and she does something illegal in front of the, why did she do that?
To propel the story. That's
exactly. It's not.
That's the whole movie.
It was stupid. It was a stupid thing for her to do.
This begs the question. Does Rose also have a mental illness?
I think so because I don't know. I'm stuck between two theories about Silent Hill.
Let's hear it.
I need to research this. So the fact that like the different dimensions and like when the cops and the dad show up, like they can't find them because they're in like a different dimension. Is that because Silent Hill is like a purgatory situation and they're like dead now? That's what I thought first. But then I also got like mentally ill vibes. And I was like, maybe the only people who can see it are people who are fucked up. But also, I think they do have, like, do they die? Like, does the mom die? Like, who's dead?
I mean, that ending leaves it extremely ambiguous, I think.
Yeah.
I think either one of those theories is entirely plausible. The mother gets into a car accident. Both of them could have died in that car accident, Rose and Sharon. Mm-hmm. And then Sybil, at the end, they show her motorcycle on the ground all smashed up. and she is bleeding from the head.
Yes.
So she could have died in her motorcycle accident that she obviously had. So I don't know. It's possible all three of them are just fucking dead.
That's so fucking bleak, man. The ending.
That's what I was thinking, though, too. My thoughts were Rose is the only one with the mental illness, not the kid. And
Really?
it was in Rose's mind that this kid is doing all this Silent Hill, like daydreaming stuff. Because I know the kid doesn't remember anything, and that's part of sleepwalking and things like that. But like to me, it could be something that Rose is kind of blowing out of proportion because she's mentally unstable. She's taking her daughter, Sharon, in the car with the cop situation. The cops like probably trying to like stop her from taking the kid because this is
a
a
bad
mentally
fucking place.
Which
Yeah.
is the practical thing to do, actually.
right.
Yeah.
This is a mentally unstable situation, and there's an accident, and they all die, and this is like a purgatory they're all stuck in.
Now, the issue with this theory, I'm not saying it's not true. I like the theory, is that when Chris, her husband, and that other cop head into Silent Hill, they do not find their bodies, which they went in the same way.
Did they
So
find the
there's
car?
no bodies in
Okay,
that
yeah.
car.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
did they
that's
find the
true.
car? I don't know if we saw them find the car.
Sir, this man's wife was driving the Jeep.
Yeah, they said it was empty, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
so dead bodies don't exactly get up and walk away. You know.
That's true.
Well,
I mean,
depends on the movie.
depends on the movie. That is true. That is true. It's all
You're right.
pretty ambiguous.
I need someone to like do a deep dive on this for us and
Yeah.
tell us what's up.
Yeah.
Where's film theory?
I don't know if they're going to do this one.
I know we kind of touched on the ending a little bit, but what's your thoughts on the ending? It paints this picture that Rose and Sharon, right, don't leave Silent Hill. There's a whole story where we find out about Alessa and Sharon. Sharon is Alessa's daughter. Did I understand that correctly?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
She's not your child. She's hers.
I think
Oh.
because video game logic, right? If you think of it too much like a movie, it's hard to like think about it being real. But like in a video game, when you're like, oh, I split my soul, like you believe that shit, like, right? Like so she split her soul and made Sharon.
Yeah.
And then the demon came also, and then in the end, they all became the same. They all diverged into Sharon.
Oh, okay.
Sharon is the physical
Oh,
manifestation of the good part of Alessa.
The little girl is what's left of her goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know what confused me was Alessa being raped, right? And I thought she was pregnant, or no?
That's never alluded to as far as I know.
She's not your child. She's hers.
That could be like an interpretation, though.
I could see that being an interpretation.
I thought
but
there was
don't
a
think-
scene in the movie where in the exposition dump of Alessa, she was explaining how they gave the baby to the orphanage.
No, the Alessa gave the baby to the orphanage, not the hospital.
But that's what I was thinking. It was Alessa's baby, which was Sharon.
I mean, I could see that being a theory.
She's not your child. She's hers.
But that's
This
not
is what
made
I thought
clear at all,
happened.
no.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we need this explained to us, please.
I honestly do think that Sharon is just the physical manifestation of the good part that split from Alessa in this weird purgatory world, and then the bad, or it's not even the bad part. What is I don't know.
Like the dark part. I think
the dark part of Alessa.
so. I think that's like a demon.
Yeah.
So I think when Alessa split, this also gives me like makes me go down a whole fucking rabbit hole of like mental illness and like splitting.
Oh, right.
Splitting personalities and stuff.
DID type stuff.
Yeah, or borderline or like anything like that.
Right.
So I get a lot of mentally ill vibes from this movie. So yeah, the splitting, I think when she was so angry about all the bad things that happened to her, she wished a lot of dark things, and this demon kind of encroached on her because she was very vulnerable and then they like created this pact, you know, and kind of became the same thing.
They suggested that in the hospital a little bit in that flashback, didn't they?
I think so.
Like or you could just interpret it as the two parts of Alessa herself split.
Yeah.
You know?
When she says like the demon is like, I have many names.
I have many names. Right now, I'm the dark part of Alessa.
Right.
Yeah,
but right
like
now I'm the
of...
dark part of Alessa. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
So many things.
All right.
So many things.
Well, so I'm learning things following this.
Well, I mean, all of that is kept pretty ambiguous, and I kind of like that about it.
Yeah, no. I hear you. I think for me, emotion-wise and feeling like connected to some characters, it would have helped me a little bit versus being a little convoluted here because, like, why do I care? Why do I care about Sharon? Why do I care about Rose? You know, that's where I'm trying to pull the connections out of. So that's why I thought that was
also
her baby.
At the end when Rose is holding Sharon saying, close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. And she opens her eyes. And then Alessa comes up the ladder and kind of just reaches, and then it fades to black. I feel like that is suggesting that they have now recombined into one person. The dark side as well as the good part of Alessa have combined into one person. We also have to talk about the barbed wire scene at the end there, by the way.
All right.
We're going to talk about the ending. We got to talk about the massacre. Not specifically the barbed wire, you know, but it's
with the
CGI and that. Yeah.
I read that there were 9 companies they used for special effects. So both practical and like CG. And I think that really shows because I saw that the people who did the nurses did like all the good stuff, like with the janitor and like Pyramid Head. And the people who did like the molten children in the beginning did like all the shitty looking stuff.
Yeah.
And then you had the people who did the roaches.
Right.
So it was a lot of cooks in the kitchen.
I liked the way those molten children looked, but I just wish it. I liked the design. I just wish it looked better from a technical aspect. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. They'll look good in 2025.
No. I know it. I'm not saying I like them. I'm saying I would like them if they were the same but better.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
The concept is there for sure. Like it's just not executed properly. And Jill, like you just sparked that in my head because like to me 50-50 for me on this. Like some of the effects I love and then some of them are just like the barbed wire here at the end. It's just like why?
I don't know. Maybe I'm blinded by the fact that I loved the barbed wire conceptually, that I'm just like, nah, it's fine. Yes, it looks like shit, but it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Like when that hospital bed
that's the error
rises. I know. But when that hospital bed rises out of the floor and there's barbed wire going everywhere. By the way, the burn victim makeup looked practical and also like shit there. So
yeah,
I don't know. But
mixed bag here.
But I thought that was epic. I loved, and then some of the kills were like, okay, but the way they looked, but they were all conceptually great, and I loved that about it.
I agree. All the concepts are great. One thing I also liked about it was like the layering of the worlds, and when you could see it like going into the other world or the dark. Yeah. And then going back to the regular world. I thought that was cool. But I also got kind of like Evil Dead vibes from like the supernatural portion, like the hospital bed thing you're talking about right now. And like the dark Alessa gave me like Evil Dead. Like
she's dancing in the blood there. I loved that. The little dance she does in the blood rain.
Same thing. And I read that actually, I think Sam Raimi was trying to get rights to make this movie. But he didn't get it, so that's really interesting.
That would have been cool.
I think he would have done a better job, to be honest with you. But
I would like to see what he would do, honestly.
Yeah, me too. But
cool.
the guy who directed this movie is actually supposedly directing a third movie that's coming out next year, by the way.
Return to Silent Hill?
Yeah.
I really like the when you're talking about the like it turning to the dark, and like I liked the impending doom of the darkness coming and like the purge horn going off. And
the purge horn was great. Yeah.
Fucking terrifying, dude. Like I can't deal with it. Makes me so scared.
That's why Pyramid Head, I kind of wanted more of like this impending doom with him, like following around and stuff. Cause it's like, he's always kind of where you're gonna be and stuff like that. So because I think that would have played out better, and that's what I wanted to see more of, was stuff like that.
Needs more Pyramid Head, more nurses.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, Pyramid Head did feel a little bit like he should have been more important to the story than he was. Like when he kills Anna there, it's like,
oh my God,
that was gnarly.
Tore off her skin.
Yeah.
He degloved her whole body.
Shucked her.
Like corn on the cob.
But like that's the end of Pyramid Head at that point. That you don't see him again. You have two encounters with him where he's just a big scary guy. And that's it. It feels like you could have replaced him in the story with something else and it wouldn't have changed much, other than Gill wouldn't have been attracted to the monster, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
you know what?
More of them.
You know what, too? I really felt like the husband and the detective going around was like a needless fucking
nobody cares. Nobody cares. Yeah. This movie is too long, and all of that should have been cut out because it does not matter.
But it's Sean Bean.
I know it's Sean Bean, and I love Sean Bean, but he didn't do anything. All Rose did was yell Sharon, and all Sean Bean there, Chris, did was yell Rose, and like that's their entire characters.
Yeah.
I love Kim Coates, who plays the detective. He was one of my favorite characters on Sons of Anarchy. Amazing actor. I thought he was going to play a bigger role in this. I know they did the thing where he showed the burns because he had saved Alessa
from dying in the fire.
But then he didn't use that at all. I thought either like he was going to be a bad guy and be involved in everything, or he was going to be this good guy and help out at the end. But nothing happened.
Just the end. Yeah, that's just the end of it. Chris just goes home. That whole plot came to nothing and was needless for no reason.
Listen, if my kid is missing, you're going to have to put me in jail to keep me out of there. You're going to have to put me on fire to keep me out of there. Like, I'm not just going home and chilling out, taking a little nap on the couch.
Yeah, I think 99% of dads will tell you that, and the other 1% are the deadbeats who aren't there in the first place. So,
Dang, you're not wrong.
I'm not a dad, and I know I've heard this from all the dads.
So it's bullshit. Even if you told me your brother, your sister, whatever, a family, like you're just gonna go home and sit on the couch, and it's like
Yeah, this cop didn't seem to be doing much either. I don't know. That whole plot line could have been cut out, and I'd have been fine with it.
I gotta say too, trusting a church is never a good idea, right? Especially in a movie. I mean, I'm not trying to start a religious thing here.
We might as well.
Are you going to try and say Alessa's mom is also partly responsible for what happened to Alessa? Because I felt that way.
You know how that feels, don't you, Rose? To lose your little girl.
What have I done?
Well,
both of the moms are. They're like mirror images of each other.
Oh, yeah.
They're foils.
You're right.
But in the end, it doesn't matter because their kids love them so much that they're going to forgive them because mother is fucking God in the eyes of a child or something like that.
Mother is God in the eyes of a child.
Taken straight from The Crow.
Mother is the name for God on the lips and hearts of all children.
Holy shit, man. I have that as my quote or kill, and I said better in The Crow.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Nathan.
Mother is the name for God on the lips of every child or something like that, I believe.
Mother is the name for
You're
God on the lips
right.
and hearts of all children.
Yeah.
And then he takes the morphine. Morphine is bad.
Right.
And then drops it. God.
And then he fucking takes a knife to every single one of Fun Boy's organs.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's where that happens. God, I love that movie.
Fuck me too.
So good.
Yeah.
Can we do it?
At some point.
Let's do
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm also hugely attracted to Brandon Lee.
That's understandable. Also, that
Gotta be in
Asian
the crow
chick in the
makeup.
crow that eats the eyeball.
Oh my God. She is gorgeous.
Yeah. Scared of her. Yeah. Also extremely attracted.
And it's a thing. It is the theme of the night.
Yeah.
I need to know why there is a tattoo shop in the gas station, first of all. Did you guys see that?
I didn't notice
I didn't see that.
Maybe I blocked it out because that wouldn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense. Go back and look and you'll find a tattoo like light sign in the gas station. It's like also a restaurant and you can get tattoos there.
It's like one-stop shop.
Well, maybe it's just the only shop in that town anywhere near anything, and they just got to
Their
be a
strip mall.
yeah, it's got to be a jack of all trades sort of deal, you know.
Kevin, you kind of talked about the setting a little bit. I also want to talk about it. Like the setting of West Virginia, I think is really paramount here for the spooky tone because it's remote. It's in the Appalachian Mountains, which is already steeped in creepy folklore. It's just like mysteries of what lies in the mountains. And then also you have this like abandoned cool town with like the fire underneath. I think, I don't know, the setting is just so scary to me.
Yeah. It also makes me want to see what Centralia is like, but I'm probably not going to do that because from what I understand, it's not particularly safe to be there.
Oh, dang.
For real, not particularly safe to be there, unlike other ghost towns where it's just creepy looking, you know?
If there's a chance of a pyramid head, I might have to take the road trip.
Right.
It's in Pennsylvania, you said, right?
Yeah. It's in like the middle of Pennsylvania.
And that's one of the reasons I really like Silent Hill as well, is because that's such like a Pennsylvania thing, like coal towns and like abandoned like mines and stuff. It's just cool. Did you also see Nathan Drugs several times?
No.
The sign in the town?
Nathan Drugs, huh?
Yep.
I missed my own name a whole bunch of times.
It was on there like at least twice in different parts of the movie. So I thought that was cool.
I got my drugs.
You do have
Nathan's
your
drugs.
We didn't really talk about like the soundtrack.
It's good.
I heard they pulled the songs right out of the video game. Is that true?
I have no idea.
That's what I thought I read.
I don't know. I haven't played the game.
I mean,
But
besides
that's
Ring
cool.
of Fire, but yeah, that's what I
definitely cool.
saw is they pulled the songs right out of the video game and it worked. Like, and they also had similar shots in the movie as in the video game and things like that. But
oh yeah.
people who love the video game really rave about, like you said, the soundtrack, and a lot of the shots were very similar to the video game itself.
It also like a little bit of the industrial feel kind of reminded me of Resident Evil, because Resident Evil had like the most banging soundtrack ever.
I've never seen any of the Resident Evil movies either.
What the hell? What the helly?
I know. I avoid movies based on video games.
Oh God, these are like my favorite. Oh my God.
I think I'm like, I still have trauma from seeing the Super Mario Brothers movie when I was a child.
Okay.
Because that was the worst thing I'd ever seen in my life as a kid. And I have not changed my mind about that. It is not a good movie.
Did you see the newer one?
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, it's good.
I didn't mind it.
Okay.
I didn't think it was great either, but I'd rather watch a Disney Pixar movie than that. But
oh my God.
There was an early 2000s horror movie called Stay Alive, which
that is like one of my favorite fucking movies from the early 2000s.
One of mine too, yeah. And it
Elizabeth Bathory.
Yes, Elizabeth Bathory, right? Yeah.
Oh, we're going on a deep dive right now. I think that also came out in 2006. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Around that time.
Sophia Bush was in it.
Yes, it was a survival horror game movie.
Right? That one I really liked. It's not a real game though, right? It's just
I wish.
Movie. Yeah,
that shit was so scary. I was obsessed with everything Elizabeth Bathory back in the day.
Oh, I bet.
There was like a whole Cradle of Filth concept album about her, and I was just friggin' obsessed. And I was just so happy when they made that movie.
Yeah, that's a little gem in the rough, I think. But I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't know.
Oh my God, we have to do it.
The part where the room starts melting looked pretty bad, but it was, but I liked that. I liked that the room was melting. Also, Rose says it's happening again.
It's happening again.
In that part, and I can never hear those words without thinking of that one scene in Twin Peaks season 2 where it starts happening again and the giant comes to Dale Cooper and it's like, it's happening again.
It is happening again. It is happening again.
You're going to play the clip, right?
I
on
am.
this video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I have to search through Twin Peaks. I don't know which episode it is.
You'll find it.
I've
Google.
condemned myself for looking for it. But,
I know Nathan had touched on that there's going to be a new movie coming out, but would you want to see a remake of this?
I almost always say no to remakes, but this is the kind of movie where I feel like it's totally ripe for a remake.
Yeah.
Because there's so much stuff that I love about this movie, but there's a lot that's holding it back. If you just cleaned up a lot of the issues I had with it, you could take this concept and this story and make like a 4.5 star movie to me. Hollywood is always remaking movies that are already perfect and don't need to be updated. Take something like this and update it and make it better instead.
Jill, what do you think?
I'm excited to see what they do with the new one. I know it's already finished. It just needs to come out. I'm wondering how they will spin this one. To me, I think that would be better than a whole remake. Just with like seeing like 28 years later come out and, you know, it's not a remake. It's just like kind of a updated sequel.
Yeah.
I think that would probably work really well for Silent Hill because to me, there's like a lot of nostalgia there. And I don't know if I want to see it like get really polished. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Get that.
I'm just scared. But if someone made a remake and it was really good, I wouldn't be mad.
I think this is definitely one of those movies I'd love to see a remake of. A lot of what I like is there, and I think you can take it to the next level for sure. I get what you're saying too, Jill, like because it has that feel and stuff like that, and you don't want to lose that. It's important to what this is too, so it's tough. It's time for quote or kill. We're gonna give you our favorite quote of the movie or our favorite kill of the movie or both. I already talked about mine. It's funny, Nathan, that you brought it up with the crow, because as soon as I heard it, I was like, that's Eric Draven right there. Mother is God in the eyes of a child.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the crow one, like I said, is mother is the name for God on the lips and hearts of all children. Sentimental.
Very.
What isn't sentimental though is my favorite kill, and it's Pyramid Head just ripping that poor girl's skin right off.
That is my favorite kill as well. That's what I've got written down for my. It's fucking great. He takes off her clothes just all in one swoop first too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't like her. I didn't like her at all.
Yeah,
she deserved
it.
That's what
I
made
didn't
it
even
better.
understand, like when I first watched it, why she would deserve it. I mean, like we're not sure about that witch character yet. She could be a bad person up to that point. I just didn't like her. Something about her rubbed me the wrong way. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
She was throwing stones. You know, you're casting
literally
stones. Right.
Yeah.
Not a good person. Did she deserve that death? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's in my mind forever. It is like one of the best horror deaths I've seen in quite some time.
And then he
so
just throws her
ridiculous.
skin at the door.
At the door, and they get blood all over them too. Oh
That's
my
gross.
goodness.
Oh my god.
How about you, Jill?
Degloving the whole body. What you said, degloving the whole body. Just Jesus
I think
Christ.
that was my favorite kill as well.
Oh,
'cause I
okay,
was,
cool.
Like, I didn't really remember that happening, and I was just like, holy shit, like, they did that. They did that. Sybil's death was kind of cool, too, just like how, you know, sacrificial it was, how selfless it was that, you know, she had to go through all of this and just end up dying like a horrible death in front of a child also is like really fucked up.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
I have a couple of quotes, mostly tying into like the themes of vengeance and stuff like that and content. One was,
But you should be careful how you fight evil. Your weapons can turn back on you.
your weapons can turn back on you. Your hate starts to change the world. And I love that too. Like Alessa's hatred like is literally burning inside of her because she is burning. And I think that's like a great like representation of that. But also when they're talking about like the cult, I think Rose says,
"Burn me? That's your answer. Burn anything you're afraid of. Burn anything you can't control." God is not here.
And then she says, God is not here. And then she gets stabbed. I think that's crazy. But yeah. Did you have a quote, Nathan?
I liked when Alessa's mom, whose name I forget, I think they mostly just call her the witch. For
Dahlia?
Dahlia. Yeah. They mostly
Like the
just
Black
call her
Dahlia.
the witch for most of the movie, right? She says,
Fire doesn't cleanse, it blackens.
Fire doesn't cleanse, it blackens. I just liked that because, you know, she has this trauma connected to the fire and all that. And I thought there was kind of a lot of cringe dialogue in this movie. And that one, it was almost like on the borderline of that, but it worked really well for me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I also, I forgot to say one of the things that didn't work for me is Rose walking into that church and just like, what your plan was like that you were going to just convince them that they were wrong.
Oh,
It's a cult. It's like,
But wait a minute.
You're gonna walk into the Jehovah's Witness building and just be like, listen, not true. None of this. It's like,
In fairness,
you know,
though, this was Alessa's idea. This was not Rose's idea.
I know, but I don't know.
I think
It
Alessa
just,
should have
one
been
of Jill's
like, "Are you
quotes
sure?"
just kind of reminded me of that. Like,
well, she was like also possessed at this point, right? By the demon.
Yeah,
Rose
The
was?
demon needed a way to get into the church. So I don't know how much of that is Rose and how much of that is the demon.
I guess you're
spewing.
right. I know that Alessa merged with Rose in that scene in the basement there, but I never was under the impression that Rose's actions were controlled by Alessa in that way. But I guess I hear what you could be right.
It just seemed personal.
Yeah. Of course, they also have her daughter, so that's pretty personal.
Yeah.
But, you know.
And in theory, I thought this was all part of the plan, that she knew that that evil church lady was going to like stab her or whatever, and then blood would be spilled and she would be able to, I guess, resurrect.
Yeah.
It was an evil plan by the demon.
I liked the evil plan.
Mitch, I like the evil demon. She was
Show
so
up,
creepy.
put the barbed wire up a vag here and there, you know.
Here and there. Everywhere.
To each their own. It's time for our final rating. We're going to rate this movie from 1 to 5 stars. 5 is the sexy demon nurses. 1 is the bad CGI. You know what? Let's switch things up. Nathan, you go first.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3 stars. There's a lot to like about this, and we talked a lot about the stuff that I really enjoyed about this movie. I just think there's also a lot that needs to be cleaned up before I'm able to love something like this. You know, the pacing is a little rough. Some of the logic didn't work for me. Some of the dialogue didn't work for me, but I liked it overall. I think it's a good movie, and 3 stars.
You know what, Nathan? I'm going to jump in with you. 3 stars for me also. Yeah, I'm pretty like right in the middle here. I don't think this is a bad movie at all. I think it was fun for the most part. Some scary scenes that are ingrained in my head forever. You know, the bad stuff is like some of the effects. The acting was not great. For me, the story was a little convoluted at times. I wanted just a more simpler story because I liked a lot of the characters. I liked the atmosphere is great. It's so close for me to being like really, really good. So that's why I said I really wouldn't mind a remake of this. But overall, I think it's worth a watch. If you haven't seen this movie, I think it's really worth a watch because there is a lot to like with Silent Hill. Jill, finish us up.
I am aware that, You know, there's a lot of cheesy stuff in this movie. But I don't really care.
It's understandable.
Because for some reason it just kind of works for me, but I think everything else about it is pretty immaculate. Like the gore is there, creativity. I think the storyline is good. I think there's a lot going on. I think it's truly like terrifying, actually. Like this is one of the movies that I remember like being scared of, and that's the reason I haven't played any of the games yet, is because I'm fucking terrified. Like I would not do well. And I love that there's just like chicks doing badass shit. For like an early 2000s movie, I think 2006 was that year, bitch. Because you got, and in this movie, you got creepy kids drawing stuff, which is like such a thing in early 2000 horror movies. You got a creepy orphan, also really big in early 2000s horror. You have like this lost and corrupt civilization. We have vengeance. We have like anti-religious commentary, and it's inspired by a video game. And I think a lot of it just worked for me, regardless of the things that even like I know make it not perfect. I just love all the little nuances of it. So I'm going to give Silent Hill 4.5 stars because it's just one of those movies that I hold dear.
For sure.
I mean, and this movie apparently has been getting a little bit of a reassessment from like the general public lately.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a lot of people hated it when it came out, including Silent Hill fans, because it doesn't follow the story of the first game or whatever. But I guess in the past decade or so, people have been coming back to it and going, yeah, you know, actually,
that's right.
So I don't think I don't think you're alone in this.
Good.
No, for sure. You like what you like, you know, and there is a lot to like in this movie. I think it's like kind of an iconic watch because I think, like Nathan said, it's being talked about more and more, and I think it's becoming a part of pop culture. I think we need to see more sexy demon nurses.
Yes.
I did like the sexy demon nurses, yeah.
And the heels, like they didn't have to do the heels.
No, they didn't have to do the heels, yeah.
We didn't talk about the red nurse.
Oh, the red nurse. She was sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Why is everybody in this movie sexy?
This is true. And you got Sean Bean.
Yeah. Well, Sean Bean's a sexy guy. I mean, his character wasn't particularly sexy,
particularly.
but, you know.
Yeah, old Ned Stark.
Yeah, little Ned Stark, you know.
Bang. Even the church
Little
lady.
Boromir.
Yeah, even the church lady. She looked good for an older lady, you know? So.
Yeah. And she was kind of creepy as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
She had that going on too.
Yeah, everyone's got it going on.
Yeah.
We have a type here on Straight Jacket Talk.
Sure do. Put us in a straight jacket.
And it's all of
we're
them.
Fucked up.
The type is everybody, I guess.
Before we end the episode, we want to let you know what we've been up to lately. I've watched one more John Carpenter movie. I'm on my path. I'm on my path to watching them all. I watched Cigarette Burns, which was a movie for Tubi. I didn't plan this out. I think it was Tubi. It's a TV movie. It was about 50 minutes long. It was a movie starring Norman Reedus. It's a cool concept because it's about a really rich guy who's played by, and I forget his name, Udo. He's a very creepy character actor, but he plays like this rich guy who basically pays Norman Reedus to find this movie that is a movie. It's only been shown once, and apparently a bunch of people died, and it has like a fallen angel on screen and things like that. So it's like a cursed movie, and Norman Reedus has to go through kind of this journey to find the movie. And I thought it was really good. I gave it 3 stars on my Letterboxd. It wasn't very Carpenter-esque for me, and I gotta say, the biggest problem I had with it, and I hate to say it, is Norman Reedus. Like, he just didn't work for me.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody loves that guy.
I know.
Have you ever heard of Death Stranding?
I've heard of it.
The game. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Starring
he's
Norman
like,
Reedus.
Yeah, he is.
He's in the first one. The first one came out like 6 or 7 years ago at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second one's coming out soon.
Did it just come out?
Maybe.
I think
I
it
don't
did.
know. I never played the first one, so.
Yeah, I think he's in it too.
Yeah, no, he's on the cover art with the baby. for the second one as well. The baby's a little grown up now, because in the first one he's carrying around a baby.
Dude, it's so weird.
He's got like an artificial womb that he carries around with him that has like a fetus in it.
Dang.
The games are so weird, like especially after talking about Silent Hill. Oh my god.
Well, it's Japanese games.
Japanese games especially. That's what it is. They're so deep.
Silent Hill is Japanese. Obviously, Hideo Kojima. He's the one who did Death Stranding.
Have you played it?
No, I haven't.
I feel like it's up your alley.
Yeah, maybe. I heard about like the beginning and what the beginning is, and I was like, that sounds boring.
Okay.
So, have you played it?
No, but I've been watching Anthony play it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm like, I watch all the cinematics and stuff. So I know what's going on.
Kojima does a lot of cinematics. So
yeah, I appreciate a good cinematic. Play World of Warcraft.
Right.
I just totally
derailed.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. I like listening to you talk about video games. I myself do not play any video games, so I cannot add to any of the conversation. One of these episodes, I'm going to shock you and have a video game that I've been playing.
Yeah, Angry
Birds. It's just
going
to be Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Mario Kart. The other movie I watched for the first time ever was The Return of the Living Dead from 1985. Pretty big cult classic horror movie that I'd never seen before. It has our boy Nathan from Friday the 13th Part 5.
Oh, Demon?
The enchiladas.
Demon.
Yep. Them damn enchiladas.
Those damn enchiladas.
Yeah, Michael A. Nunez Jr. He plays a big role in this movie. It was cool to see him. The actor Tom Matthews, who plays Tommy Jarvis in Friday the 13th Part 6, is in this movie as well. So it's
oh wow,
it's kind of cool. Of course, you have Linnea Quigley, who's naked for like most of this movie, which is pretty amazing. I gave it 3.5 stars. I'm not a huge zombie fan myself, but this one is really entertaining. They leaned heavy into the camp stuff on this. I recommend it. It's a blast. It's a fun time. The last movie I saw leaning heavily into the camp is Uncle Sam from 1996.
I saw this on your letterbox. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. This is the 4th of July slasher. So next year when you're got your barbecue going, after the barbecue, put on Uncle Sam from 1996. It's a slasher about a war veteran who's disgruntled and come back from the dead to have his revenge, and he wears an Uncle Sam costume.
I did see that on your letterbox. 3?
3 stars. It's fun.
There you go.
It's fun. It's crazy. It's stupid. It has Isaac Hayes and PJ Souls in it. That's where the budget went.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. How about you, Jill? What have you been up to?
I got 2 things. Well, 3 things. I went to the theaters again and I watched 28 Years Later
again.
Yeah. Because I really liked it. I need to go. There's a new dinosaurs. The new dinosaurs movie, Jurassic World.
That dinosaurs movie?
Yeah. And the new Mega movie. And there's something else coming out that I need to go see. But anyways, I've been doing some reading. I read a book by Eric LaRocca. He writes horror. It's called Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke and Other Misfortunes. So it's 3 short stories. They're really weird. So if you like weird, like messed up horror, this is it. The first story is also like a lesbian encounter online. So if you're looking for like queer horror, this is it. Yeah, I definitely want to read more of his books. He's got a bunch out, and I really like his style, so I'll probably read more of those.
There you go.
And not only is it like weird and horror, but it also is like, I don't know, kind of emotional. Like there's a lot of commentary on like what it's like to be human and like body horror and all that kind of stuff. So like,
that sounds cool.
Yeah, I think you would like it, Nathan, actually.
Yeah, it does sort of sound up my alley a bit.
Yeah. You gotta check
Is there
them
car
out.
fucking in it?
Not yet, but
but you haven't read the whole thing yet.
Yeah, there might be more.
There's always
I
a
gotta
chance.
go read more of his stories. And I think, Kevin, you'll like this one. I read Soraya's book, Helen Boots. her memoir, Clawing My Way Through 9 Lives. So I actually read most of the book, and near the end, I kind of wanted to hear it in her voice because she has a really nice, like, British accent. So I started listening to it. Yeah, it is sexy. I started listening to the audiobook on Spotify while I was reading, and that was really nice. I recommend, like, even if you read the book, like, listen to a little bit of it. I think it's really cool if you have the option to hear someone's story through their own, like, voice. So yeah, I really liked her book. I learned a lot. I think you would really like it, Kevin, because it talks about, like, when she got her start, she was, like, talking to, like, Drew McIntyre and, like, these other wrestlers. I thought it was interesting to see what she went through, and I actually learned a lot. I didn't realize, like, how big of a difference she made in women's wrestling, because not even that long ago there wasn't, like, anything really. It was, like, just the Divas Championship.
For sure. She was really, like, a pioneer for women's wrestling and took it from, like, the bra and panties, mud wrestling matches to, like, more serious, like, wrestling. And now it's gotten to the point where women's wrestling, to me, is more exciting than men's wrestling. Like, their matches are way better. They put way more effort into it, and it's cool to see.
Yeah, I think the women's matches are most of the times more interesting because they do have to prove something. So you can tell that a lot of them work a lot harder, and it really shows. I also watched the movie. I didn't talk about that. Fighting with My Family. It has Florence Pugh in it, playing Saraya. It's got a bunch of big names in it. But I thought it was decent. I don't know if you would like it if you're, like, a wrestling fan. Just watching, like, a biopic, it's kind of interesting. So yeah, I don't know. I thought it was really excellent. Nathan, what have you been up to?
There was a certain company that had a sale that is having a 50% off sale.
Oh, no.
I think you can take a guess as to which one it is. So I've
Criterion?
got it's a Criterion. Yeah. Okay. I've got a bit of a Criterion haul going on here.
Okay. I love it. Let's go.
Yeah, okay.
What do we got?
I bought Multiple Maniacs.
Nice.
This is one of John Waters' first movies, one of Divine's first movies. I don't need to talk about it too much. I've talked about it on the show before. It completes my John Waters Criterion collection.
Wow.
Yeah,
Congrats.
I've got all the John Waters that is on Criterion.
Big deal.
By the way, Criterion, we need Desperate Living. I will not stop tweeting at you until you give it to me. Also,
you're a menace.
Yeah, it's got a lobster on the little booklet. If you know,
That's
you
hot.
know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know you don't, but somebody does.
Lobster.
I also bought the 4K of Gummo, which, again, we don't need to talk about because we've already talked about it. It's the origin of Vile 4 stars.
Cinema.
It's iconic.
I also bought Sorcerer, which is a 1970, I want to say it's 76 film by William Friedkin, who is the same director as the Exorcist.
Mm-hmm.
Someday I'll tell you about this. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Oh,
it's
I like it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I bought Punch Drunk Love.
Oh,
which
the Sandman.
It's got Adam Sandler in it.
Sandman.
Yeah. Now, I am
buds.
well known as somebody who hates Adam Sandler. And I do. This is the only Adam Sandler film that will ever
Nathan
end
doesn't
up
like
on
fun.
my...
Do you think he voted for Trump? I don't know.
God, I hope
I
not.
actually don't know.
Anyway, this one is it's a beautiful little romantic comedy about Adam Sandler. He calls a sex line and he ends up getting blackmailed by the sex line, and weird shit starts happening from there. But in the middle of it, he meets this woman who he falls in love with, and that's really the core of the story. It's directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, who is mostly known for There Will Be Blood, and one of Kevin and I's favorite movies, Boogie Nights. He also directed Boogie Nights.
Love Boogie Nights.
Who doesn't love Boogie Nights, right?
Never seen it.
You've never seen it?
What?
It's so good. It's so good.
Can we all watch it together? So me and
Sure.
Nathan could just quote it to you.
You're going to be annoying if we watch it with somebody who hasn't seen it before, though.
That's true.
Because we know every
That's
line.
true.
He's
That's
Chinese.
I'll get some duct tape.
So I loved this movie. It's very cute and sentimental. Adam Sandler sort of plays a character Adam Sandler might play in one of his own comedies, except dialed way the fuck back.
Okay.
So that he's not yelling and like this annoying man child that somehow everybody loves, even though if you knew him in real life, you'd punch him over and over and over again.
I don't think so.
Or hug him if you're Kevin.
Right.
Depending on who you voted
You
for.
wouldn't punch Billy. I would Billy Madison and
What about...
Dang.
I know.
Do you think Spanglish was a nice Adam Sandler romantic comedy?
I haven't seen Spanglish.
Have you, Kevin?
I haven't.
Oh, shit.
I've heard that one's not bad.
I liked it.
Yeah. I don't know. There's certain Adam Sandler films I hate less than others. I'm not going to
51st Date.
cry. I've never seen that one.
Oh, my God.
I like 51st
It's Adam
Date.
Sandler. I don't.
But that's a good one.
Oh, okay. I don't
Kevin
know.
agrees.
I'm not going to
do.
get too upset if you put on like The Wedding Singer.
The Wedding
I
Singer?
suppose. Yeah.
What about Little
Banger.
Nicky?
Little Nicky is one of the worst
like
pieces
Little
of
Nicky.
trash I've ever seen in my entire life.
Okay.
I hate it like poison.
Big Daddy?
I love Big Daddy.
I love Big Daddy.
I don't like it, but it's another one that I hate less than the others.
Kangaroo Song.
Yeah.
Kangaroo Song. All right.
I can wipe my own ass.
I can wipe my own ass.
Anyway, I also watched the first half of season 10 of American Horror Story.
Ooh.
Because
What,
Is that the one in Cape Cod?
That's the one that takes place in P-Town. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
did you like that so far?
I watched the entire P-Town story because it's a season split in two.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
I think it's the better portion of the season.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like American Horror Story that much at all. People even tell me, "Oh, you got to watch the first season." Well, I fucking tried.
I love Ryan Murphy.
It's good. It's good enough, I suppose. I was a little disappointed that they didn't show off more of P-Town. To me, it seems like a little bit of a wasted opportunity to film a TV show in a gay town and really not show off all that much of the gayness. Like, it's
Scares
very
too many people.
It's
Come
a
on,
very,
Ryan Murphy. You're a gay man.
It's like very drab in the way that it's filmed and stuff. And P-Town is a very beautiful and colorful town.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
See, I only know it from American Horror Story.
Oh no, it's gorgeous and it is so colorful and there's drag queens all over the streets everywhere. The fact that you don't see a drag queen in the show until like the fourth episode and it's a flashback episode is like,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like,
What are we doing here?
they add stuff in about P-Town in an
Drag
awkward
addicts?
well, yeah, I mean there's
the
drag
bridge?
addicts in P-Town, but they explain stuff about P-Town in awkward ways, like when they first get there and the woman who's showing them the house is like, I like to rent my house during the summer, especially during Bear Week. And all the septics back up during Bear Week.
I love
I'm
Bear
like-
Week.
Fucking sewage backs up during Bear Week once and you're like immortalizing that.
Oh, it actually happened? Oh,
It
wow.
happened once, yeah.
We're getting the lore here.
But it's also like, what do you mean you like to rent your house, especially during Bear Week? Nobody says you rent your house for the summer. You don't say especially during Bear Week. Like that's just an awkward way of getting Bear Week into the conversation. Or like the Dick Doc.
Excuse me? What?
You've seen this. You've seen it, right?
Yeah, but I don't fucking know what the Dick Doc is.
The one of the
Wait.
characters walks up to a guy and he's under this.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And he's like, and the guy says, "Welcome to the Dick Doc."
Okay. Yeah.
And then the guy goes,
I
"What's
recall.
the Dick Doc?" And he explains what the Dick Doc is. And it's like, But then he just kills him, and it's like, why did we have this conversation?
Is it real?
The Dick Doc is real, yeah. The Dick Doc's real.
You guys call it that?
Everyone calls it that, yeah.
I need to Google this stuff later.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's amazing.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've never been there. It's not something
Why not?
It's not something that appeals to me. Being straight man and all that.
I mean, just, see it once in your life as an attraction.
I don't know. I feel like assumptions are made about you when you go to the Dick Doc that could end up being uncomfortable.
Yes. I'll go for you. How about that?
Yeah.
I'll let you know what's going down.
Yeah, I don't think they'll let you take pictures down there. But
I'll let you know.
Anyway, I don't know. God. It was fine. I just was a little disappointed with some of the P-Town stuff.
The second part, is that the aliens?
I think so. I decided to stop watching.
Okay.
Well, we're going to have links in the description to our letterbox, so you can take a look at what we're watching and what we're rating our movies that we're watching, including Nathan and his Vile. That he rates 4 stars. We're also going to have a link to Gill's Goodreads, so you can take a look at what Gill's been reading lately as well. That does it for our episode on Silent Hill. We'll be back soon with another episode, and we're going to be reviewing my pick, Sinners. It should be a fun one because it's one of those movies that is so cool, and it's being talked about a lot right now. So I'm excited to talk about it as well. But until then, back to the padded room with you. Not Silent Hill.